87% of new real estate agents leave the industry in their first 5 years. Not because the business is impossibly hard, but because nobody gave them a real plan in their first 90 days. If you just got your license, or you're about to, your first 90 days as a real estate agent are going to determine the trajectory of your entire career. And I don't mean that in a pressure way. I mean that the habits you build right now, the systems you set up right now, the foundation you lay right now, that's what separates agents who build sustainable business from agents who burn out by month 6. The problem is most new agents don't get a plan. They get a login to some software, a few hours of orientation, and a go get them from their broker. Then they spend the next 3 months guessing. Today, I'm going to walk you through a week-by-week framework for your first 90 days. I call it the framework of 3: foundation, activity, and conversion. Each month has a clear focus, specific actions, and milestones that tell you if you're on track. I've used this framework to onboard agents right here on the Treasure Coast, and it's the same structure I coach agents through at every stage of their career. So whether you're brand new or you've been in the business for a year and you feel like you've missed a step, this will give you the roadmap. Let's start with what you need to have in place before day one even begins. The biggest mistake new agents make isn't choosing the wrong lead source or the wrong marketing strategy. It started without the right environment in place. Before you even get into the weekly framework, there are 4 things that need to be set up or you're building on sand. Number 1, choose the right broker. This is the single most important decision you'll make as a new agent. You need training, you need coaching, you need direct access to your broker, and you need technology that actually works together, not just a high split. I've done a full breakdown on what to look for in a brokerage, and I'll link that in the description. Number 2, get your CRM set up on day 1, not day 30. Day 1. Your CRM is the operating system of your business. If you don't have a place to track conversations, contacts, and follow-ups from the very beginning, you're going to lose people. And every person you lose is a potential deal you never see. Number 3, set your schedule. Block your calendar before the chaos starts. Prospecting time, learning time, admin time, protected and non-negotiable. The agents who win aren't the ones with the most free time. They're the ones who protect their productivity time. Number 4, define your sphere. Make a list of every person you know. Your dentist, your barber, your kids' teachers, your coworkers, your gym buddies. This is your initial database, and it's more valuable than any paid lead you'll ever buy. Month 1 has one job: build the base that everything else sits on. Most new agents rush past this because they want to start selling. That's the equivalent of building a house without pouring the foundation. It might stand up for a while, but it won't hold up. I'm going to break this down week by week. Week 1, learn your market. And I mean really learn it, not just drive around casual. Drive every major neighborhood in your primary service area. Know the subdivision, the price point, the school zones, the builders. If you're here on the Treasure Coast, that means understanding the differences between Port St. Lucie, Stewart, and Vero Beach. Right now, median home prices range from about $390,000 in St. Lucie County to $600,000 in Martin County. That's a massive spread, and it affects how you position yourself and who you serve. Here's a specific exercise. Pull 10 listings and 10 recently sold properties every single day. Study the pricing, the condition, the days on market. This isn't busy work. This is building the market knowledge that makes you credible when a real conversation happens. Week 2, build your initial database. Your goal by the end of week 2 is 100 names in your CRM, not leads you bought, people you actually know. Go through your phone contacts, social media, email history. Every name goes with a phone number, an email, and a note about how you know them. Then tag each contact, contacts you know, like you and you would refer you today. B contacts know you but need to be reminded you're in real estate. C contacts are acquaintances you can develop over time. Worry about renaming them later. Keep it simple for now. This is the beginning of what I call your sphere architecture, a structured approach to the ultimate relationships that will ultimately generate most of your business. Week 3, start conversations. 10 calls a day to your database, not cold calls, warm calls to people who already know you. Let them know you're in real estate. Ask about their situation. Ask if they know anyone thinking about buying or selling. No pitch, no pressure, just genuine conversation. Track every single one in your CRM with a note and a follow-up date. If someone says they're thinking about moving in 6 months, set a task to follow up in 60 days. This is how a database becomes a pipeline. Week 4, host your first open house. Ask a listing agent in your office if you can host one of their listings. Preview the home, research the neighborhood, know the comps, bring signage, and capture name, phone number, and email. An open house is not sitting in the living room on a Saturday afternoon. It's a lead generation event. Follow up within 24 hours with every single person who signed in. By the end of month 1, here's where you should be. 100 contacts in your CRM, tagged and organized. You can speak confidently about at least 5 neighborhoods. Your daily schedule is locked in and time blocked. You've had 40 or more database conversations, and you've completed your first open house with follow-up set. If you're hitting these milestones, your foundation's solid. Now it's time to put work. Here's the difference between agents who build momentum and agents who stall out after their first month. It comes down to one word: consistency. Not motivation, not talent. Consistency. A structured, repeatable rhythm that you follow, regardless of how you feel that morning. Month 2 is the activity phase, and it starts with establishing your daily minimum. Week 5, I recommend what I call the 10-2-1 rule. Every day, 10 conversations, calls, texts, or face-to-face. 2 new contacts added to your CRM and 1 follow-up with a past contact. That's your non-negotiable. It takes about 2 hours a day if you're focused. Everything else, marketing, showings, paperwork, works around these core activities. Track your numbers daily, not because numbers are the goal, but because they tell you whether your activity level matches your income goal. An agent having 50 conversations a week will generate more opportunities than an agent having 10 every time. Week 6, expand your lead sources. Your sphere is your base, but it's not your only source of business. In week 6, add 1 new channel to your daily routine. Open houses, aim for 2 a month minimum. Geographic farming, pick a neighborhood of 200 to 400 homes and become the go-to agent through consistent outreach. Community involvement, join a local board, a volunteer organization, a networking group. Social media, start sharing marketing insights and behind-the-scenes content consistently. The key word is 1. Don't try to do everything at once. Pick 1 additional channel and commit to it for 90 days before adding another. Shiny object syndrome kills agents or business than any market condition ever will. Week 7, refine your conversation. By now, you've had dozens of them. Some went well, some didn't. This is the week to review what's working. Ask your conversations leading to appointments. Are people responding to follow-ups? I don't believe in rigid scripts, but I do believe in conversational frameworks. A script tells you what to say word for word. A framework gives you a structure you can adapt to each person. By week 7, you should have a comfortable way to open a call, transition to a real estate conversation, and close with a clear next step. Week 8, run your first pipeline review. Open your CRM and review every contact you've spoken to in the last 30 days. Categorize them. Active, ready to buy or sell in the next 90 days. Nurture, interested but not ready yet, 3 to 12 months out. Sphere, no current need, but part of your long-term network. This review tells you where your next deal is most likely coming from. It also reveals gaps. If your active column is empty, after 8 weeks, your activity level or conversation quality needs adjustment. If it has 5 or more contacts, you're ahead of pace. End of month 2 milestones. 200 or more total contacts in your database. Your 10-to-1 rhythm is established and tracked daily. A second lead source is active alongside your sphere outreach. First pipeline review completed, 2 to 4 open houses done, and at least 1 or 2 active prospects in your pipeline. Most agents think conversion is about closing techniques. It's not. Conversion is about follow-up consistency, and the data backs that up. Most agents give up after 2 attempts. The business is won between 5 and 12 attempts. Month 3 is the conversion phase. If you've built the foundation and maintained consistent activity, your pipeline should be forming. Now it's time to turn that activity into results and build systems that make it repeatable. Week 9, tighten your listing presentation. Even if you haven't taken one yet, have one ready. Not a generic one from your broker. One that reflects your approach, your market knowledge, and your value. Practice it with a colleague or your broker until it feels natural. Know your comms cold. Be able to explain pricing strategy, marketing plan, and timeline with confidence. This is where a new agent earns trust or loses it. Week 10, systemize your follow-up. Set up cadences for each category in your CRM. Active prospects every 3 to 5 days, nurture contacts every 2 to 4 weeks, sphere monthly, a mix of calls, emails, texts, and personal touch. The difference between agents who convert and agents who isn't talent. It's that they actually follow up consistently. Week 11, evaluate and adjust. Pull your numbers from the first 60 days. How many conversations did you actually have? How many appointments? How many active prospects right now? Be honest with yourself. If the numbers aren't there, the answer is almost always one of 3 things. Not enough conversations, conversations that aren't leading to their next step, or inconsistent follow-up. Identify which one and adjust. Week 12, set your next 90-day plan. This is where most agents fall off. They finish the first 90 days and stop the structure. The habits you built are working. Now extend them. Set targets for months 4 through 6. Close it. It's database growth, lead generation expansion. And this is also a good time to assess. Is your brokerage environment supporting your growth? Are you getting the coaching, technology, and accountability you need for the next phase? If yes, lean in. If no, it's worth having an honest conversation about what you need. 3-month milestone. 300 or more database contacts with consistent follow-up activity, listing presentation practiced and prepared, automated follow-up cadences running into your CRM, 2 to 5 active prospects in your pipeline, and your next 90-day plan is written and committed. Before I wrap up, let me give you the 4 patterns I see most often in agents who struggle through their first 90 days. Because knowing the framework is one thing, avoiding the traps is another. Number 1, they skip the database. They want to buy leads or run ads. They've worked the most valuable resource they already have. The people who already know and trust them. Your sphere is free, it's warm, and it converts at a higher rate than any paid lead source. Work it first. Number 2, they don't track their activity. If you don't know how many conversations you had last week, you can't diagnose why your pipeline is empty. Tracking isn't micromanagement. It's self-awareness. Number 3, they chase shiny objects. A new tool, a new lead source, a new marketing strategy every single week. The agents who build fast are the ones who picked a plan and worked it consistently for 90 days before changing course. Number 4, they isolate. Real estate can feel lonely, especially in your first year. Find a broker who mentors, who checks in with you regularly, not just when you close a deal. The environment you're in during these early months matters enormously. So that's the framework of 3. Foundation, activity, conversion, 3 months, 3 phases, and a clear set of actions and milestones for each one. The beauty of this framework is that it's simple enough to follow and structure enough to keep you accountable. You're not guessing what to do every day. You're executing a plan. If you're a new agent on the Treasure Coast or anywhere really, and you want help putting this together for your specific situation, I'm happy to walk you through it. There's a link in the description to book a growth strategy session. It's a 30-minute conversation where we'll look at where you are what your goals are and build out a plan that actually fits you. I also wrote a full article version of this framework with all the milestones, numbers, and action items in detail. That's linked in the description as well. It's a great reference to keep open while you're working through your first 90 days. If this was helpful, a like or a subscribe goes a long way for growing the channel. And if you know an agent who needs this, send it to them. I'll see you on the next one.